What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com. If you're a T-Mobile Android lover, we've got a lot to be excited about starting on April 20th. Not only is the T-Mobile Sidekick 4G coming out, but another high-end device, and even more high-end, the T-Mobile G2x, coming out on the 20th. It's available now online, though you have to wait a couple of days to get it, of course. But you can order it online, coming to the stores on April 20th. 1 GHz NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, 4-inch display, super powerful device. This is something we saw at CES. And it's kind of gone through all the trade shows as the Optimus 2X, but it's coming to the States as the T-Mobile G2X. Now, is this the highest-end Android device? Should you wait for another one? I mean, we do have a lot of Android phones coming out right now. We have, all the Verizon phones, the T-Mobile G2X, the Evo 3D, a ton of stuff coming out later this spring and into the summer. Is this the one for you? Well, we're going to try to find out that and more in the unboxing. Here it is, the LG Optimus 2X shown off in carrier form. The T-Mobile G2X, it's what we saw at CES in Las Vegas, is the Optimus 2X. It's coming to T-Mobile on the 20th, at least to the retail stores on the 20th for $199.99. Now you can get it online now as of the 15th at least for $199.99, though there were rumors of it being back ordered. Now a lot of you were like, why'd you stop doing the typical unboxing? Well, we still do the unboxing, but really, if you look at the box here, AC adapter module, USB cable, and then your start guide, and that's it. So the unboxing in this case would be over. But here's what the box looks like. It's a typical T-Mobile box. You'll see Tegra 2 dual-core mobile processor. It's 1 GHz. It's a 4-inch display, WVGA display, 8-megapixel camera. I'm kind of veering off the box and going with the specs here. With a flash, and then you have a front-facing camera, 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera for quick and other video calling things like that. It's running Android 2.2. It's running a stock build of Android 2.2. So it's 4G capable, Wi-Fi capable, 3D gaming, of course. Now you can do 1080p HD video capture, so that's huge. It's about 5 ounces in terms of weight, so it feels good in the hand. It has an HDMI port, which is really nice. And in terms of battery, it's a 1500 milliamp battery, so it's going to be interesting over the course of the next couple of days to see, 1500 milliamp battery is pretty decent, but for a dual core device, is that really going to be the best battery, or is it going to die pretty quickly? Now, I've worked with this thing, I got it this morning and I've been playing around with it since this morning, kind of getting it set up for the video. This thing is freaking fast. I haven't seen an Android device. Well, this thing has two things going for it. One, it has the NVIDIA Tegra 2 dual-core processor. I mean, just blazing fast. And two, it's not running any manufacturer-installed overlay. No LG overlay. It's running a stock build of Android 2.2. So, I mean, look how fast. I mean, it's fast. Like, one of my frustrations with Android, and I see this, I've seen a lot of consumers complain about this as well, and run with me on this analogy, they remind a lot of people like PCs, or remind them of PCs. And it's one of those things, you open like Market, for example, and one time it takes 2 seconds to open, the next time it takes 5 seconds to open. It's very inconsistent. I haven't seen any inconsistencies so far with this thing. I mean, it's absolutely just incredibly fast. Open up browser, for example. I mean, just exceptionally, unusually fast. Let me there we go. Goes back to CS monitor. I don't know, kind of hiccup there a little bit, but I mean, just, so far I've used it. I've been really pleased with how fast it is. Pinch to zoom, exceptionally fast. Bam, phone. I don't know why browser's kind of locking up there, but you can see, we'll go to Twitter, for example. I mean, just everything loads incredibly quickly, closes incredibly quickly. I mean, I'm just seeing, great things with this device. Now, out of the box, you get a couple of T-Mobile pre-installed applications. You get App Pack, you get Highlight. Let's scroll down. Typical stuff. Again, it's a stock build of Android, so no customizations to it. Need for Speed, Shift, Nova, Polaris Office, Smart Share for DLNA, T-Mobile Mall, T-Mobile TV, Quick Video Chat, Tegra Zone, video player, let's see, Wi-Fi calling. So you do get T-Mobile's Wi-Fi calling if you're in an area where your call quality isn't great or you don't have any reception. You can jump on Wi-Fi and make phone calls. Now, it does come from your plan, so keep that in mind. You're not getting free minutes when you do that. Now, let's go to Wireless and Networks and Smart Share. Let's see. Yep, tethering and portable hotspot. There it is. So you can use it as a portable hotspot. You can just see how quick it is, how smooth it is. I ran a few quick quadrant standard score numbers, and I'm not going to tell you what those are. You have to wait for the review, but let's just say they're very fast. So you have your typical 5 Android home screens here, and again, customizations, no customizations to it, but everything just snappy fast. I think it's the web page that this is on, because it's some sort of news page that I was on. Let's try to get it out of that and see what it does. Let's do Windows. Let's get out of there. I was looking at some of the tornado stuff. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I thought it was the page. Had to keep formatting the page, but you can see, bam, just how quick it is to load into things. No lag whatsoever. Let's go into Gmail. I mean, that's fast. That's absolutely fast. Now, if I remember right, there's some architecture behind, LG's done some sort of architecture behind the software to make it that quick. But I've just been absolutely astounded at how quick it is. Now you can see it has the Android keyboard. It comes with swipe as well. So if you like swipe, you can use swipe. We'll cancel that. But screen, very vivid, very bright. It's a 4-inch display, and to me it really strikes that healthy balance between 4.3 inches and 3.7. It's just a perfect size for me, and I think it is for a lot of consumers as well. And this device is still very pocketable, but overall, you know, not too thick, still very pocketable, but feels good in the hand nonetheless. Kind of feels a little bit like the Droid X, you know, and actually for me, the first, if I didn't know how large the display was, I would confuse it for 4.3, but I think it's a great size. Overall, the device looks great, and I like the color scheme on the unit. And they have this nice metal stripe, the with Google stripe here on the back. Actually, I don't know if that, yeah, I think that's metal. With Google on the back, and then an 8-megapixel camera. Like I said, you can shoot HD 1080p video with that. So you have your 3.5mm headphone jack up here, HDMI port up top, power button, and then your volume rocker over here on the side. So you don't have a physical camera button, but not to worry. And I mean, that's one of those things I like, but definitely not a deal breaker. It does have autofocus, so if we go into camera, we can go down here, for example, and you can see autofocus taking its, let's get it in here, there we go. Autofocus taking its toll, and then we can do that, and then we can delete that picture. And look for some 1080p sample video today. I'm going to shoot that outside. I don't want to shoot it in here. I'm going to wait till we get outside because it's nice and sunny. But I will get some sample video up on the site for you so you can see it on the G2X. But first impressions, I mean, it's a nice device, and I think what, you know, for me, I'm sold on how quick it is. That's one thing that a lot of people that use WebOS and a lot of people that use iOS on a daily basis absolutely want from an Android experience, that consistency, just consistently fast, no lag, you know, and not where one application opens in 10 seconds and the next time you open it, it takes 5 seconds. They want consistency, and I think I see that to an extent with this device. I mean, just very, very fast, no lag whatsoever in anything that I can see. I mean, it loads up pretty quick. I mean, you can see I'm running through this stuff, and to me, at least out of any Android device I've ever used in many, many, many years, from the G1 all the way up to where we're at now, it's very fast. Much more coverage to come on PhoneDog.com with the T-Mobile G2X. Look for the reviews, look for the dogfights. It's going to be a G2X filled week this week. I have a lot of exciting videos coming up on this, the Sidekick, and hey, a couple of other devices can't talk about just yet. Thanks so much for tuning in. Keep it locked on the site. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/PhoneDog for our colossal iPad 2 and smartphone sweepstakes that we're doing. And be sure to follow me on Twitter, PhoneDog_Aaron. Ask me questions you have about the G2, and I'll do my best to answer those. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.